I spent my 60th birthday crying in my bathroom. Not tears of joy, tears of absolute heartbreak. Because the one person I wanted there more than anyone, my son, told me he was too busy to show up. And I believed him. Look, I'm not the kind of mom who asks for much. I raised 3 kids mostly on my own after their dad passed away when they were young. I worked 2 jobs. I missed sleep, not their soccer games. I sacrificed everything to make sure they had what they needed. So when my 60th birthday rolled around, I didn't want something huge, just dinner. Just my kids around the table. Just them. My daughters, Sarah and Emma, confirmed weeks in advance. They were coming. They were excited. But Michael, my oldest, radio silence. For context, Michael and I have always been close. After his dad died, he kind of became the man of the house at 14, too young for that responsibility, but he stepped up anyway. He helped with his sisters, he helped with bills when he got his first job. We were a team. When he moved 3 states away for work 5 years ago, it hurt, but I got it. He needed to build his life, and we stayed close. Weekly phone calls, texts, visits every few months. So when I texted him about my birthday dinner 6 weeks out, I wasn't worried. Hey, sweetie, my 60th is coming up, Saturday the 15th. Just family dinner at home. Can you make it? 3 hours later, let me check my schedule and get back to you, Mom. That should have been my first clue something was weird. Michael never had to check his schedule for family stuff. He just came. A week went by, nothing. I texted again. Just following up on the 15th. Need to know for planning. This time, faster response. Still looking into it. Work's been crazy. Okay, weird, but fine. He had gotten a promotion recently. Big project. I understood pressure. 2 weeks before my birthday, I called him directly. Michael, honey, I really need to know if you're coming. Your sisters are already booking their flights. He sighed. That particular sigh that means bad news is coming. Mom, I don't think I can make it. We have this huge deadline at work, and I'm leading the team, and my stomach dropped. It's one dinner, Michael. A few hours. Can't you fly out for the day? It's not that simple. The timing is just really bad. I felt something crack inside my chest. So you're saying work is more important than my 60th birthday? That's not what I'm saying. You're putting my words in your mouth. Then what are you saying? Silence. I'm sorry, Mom. I just can't swing it right now. I don't remember what I said after that. Something about understanding, because that's what I always do. I understand, I accommodate, I make it easy for everyone else. We hung up, and I sat there staring at my phone, feeling like the floor had opened up underneath me. The morning of my 60th birthday, I woke up already fighting back tears. Sarah and Emma were coming in afternoon flights. They'd be here by evening. We'd have dinner. It would be fine. It would be fine without Michael. Except it wasn't fine, and I knew it wouldn't be. I went through the motions of getting ready, put on the dress I'd bought specifically for today, did my makeup, kept checking my phone. Part of me hoped he'd surprise me, show up anyway, text me that he'd figured it out. At 10 a.m., I got a text. Happy birthday, Mom! Sorry again I can't be there. Love you. That's when I lost it. I locked myself in the bathroom and cried. Proper, ugly crying, the kind where you can't catch your breath. 60 years old, and I felt like a child who didn't get picked for the team. My son, my firstborn, the kid I raised into a man, couldn't be bothered to show up for me. One day, one dinner. Too much to ask. I heard my phone buzz again. Probably Sarah saying she'd landed. I didn't check it. I just sat on the bathroom floor and let myself be sad. Around 4 p.m., Sarah texted, "Mom, can you come to Emma's friend's event space? She left something there for tonight, and we need to pick it up before dinner." I was not in the mood. "Can't you just get it?" "Mom, please, we need you to sign for it or something. It'll take 10 minutes. Fine, whatever. I dragged myself to the car. The event space was this nice venue downtown that did weddings and corporate events. I'd been there once for a friend's retirement party. I walked in through the front door. The lobby was dark. "Sarah? Emma?" Nothing. Great. They gave me the wrong address or the wrong time or... Then the lights flipped on. Surprise! I'm not exaggerating when I say there were at least 70 people there. Friends from work, neighbors, people from my book club, my cousin who lives 8 hours away, my old college roommate I hadn't seen in person in 15 years. And right in front, wearing matching Happy 60th Mom t-shirts, all 3 of my kids, including Michael. I genuinely could not process what I was seeing. Michael walked up to me first, this huge grin on his face, arms open. "Surprise, Mom." I just stood there, mouth open, brain completely offline. You said you couldn't come." I lied. He was laughing, actually laughing. And then something snapped in me. All the hurt from the past 2 weeks, all the crying, all the feeling rejected and unimportant, it came flooding out. I shoved him. Not hard, but enough that he stumbled back a step. "You lied, Michael? You let me think you didn't care enough to come to my birthday for 2 weeks?" That work quieted down. "Translate this. Leighton?" Sarah stepped in. "Mom, we all lied. It was part of the surprise." I looked at her, then at Emma. "You two told me you were coming. He made me think he wasn't. Do you understand the difference?" Emma's face fell. "We thought it would make the surprise better. Like you'd be sad he wasn't there, and then when you saw him, it would be this amazing moment." I finished for her. "Well, congratulations. I feel amazing." The sarcasm was not lost on anyone. I should probably mention that I didn't storm out or anything dramatic like that. 70 people had shown up for me. Friends had driven hours. Someone had clearly spent serious money on this party. So I stayed. But I wasn't okay. I went through the motions, hugged people, said thank you approximately 800 times, cut the cake, smiled for photos. But inside, I felt hollow. Michael kept trying to talk to me. I couldn't look at him. Around 9 p.m., after most people had left, my 3 kids cornered me near the dessert table. "Mom, can we talk?" Sarah asked. "About how you all lied to me?" "Sure." Michael ran his hair through his hair, clearly frustrated. "Mom, I don't understand why you're so upset. This was supposed to be a good thing." "A good thing? Michael, you made me feel like you didn't love me enough to show up for my birthday for 2 weeks."
"A good thing? Michael, you made me feel like you didn't love me enough to show up for my birthday for 2 weeks. How is that good?" "It was part of the surprise. The bigger the misdirection, the better the reveal." "Who told you that? Some party planning website?" "Actually, yes. We researched how to plan surprise parties and..." I held up my hand. "Stop. Just stop." Emma was crying now. "Mom, we spent 3 months planning this. We coordinated schedules with 70 people. Michael flew in yesterday and has been hiding at my apartment. We did all of this because we love you." "I never asked for a party with 70 people. I asked for dinner with my 3 kids. That's all I wanted." We ended up in the venue's kitchen, away from the last few lingering guests. Sarah, always the peacemaker, started, "Mom, I think there's been a miscommunication." You think? Let me finish. We wanted to do something special for your 60th, something big, because you never let us celebrate you properly. That hit different. What do you mean? You remember your 50th? Asked Emma. I shrugged. Not particularly. Exactly. Because you said you didn't want a fuss. You said just having us there was enough. So we took you to a regular restaurant, had a regular dinner, and went home. That was nice. It was boring, Mom. You turned 50 and we treated it like any other Tuesday. I didn't mind. But we minded, Sarah said. You spent your whole life putting us first. Dad's funeral? You didn't even let yourself properly grieve because you were too busy making sure we were okay. You worked yourself to exhaustion to give us good lives, and every time we try to celebrate you, you minimize it. I felt tears coming again. Different tears this time. So, for your 60th, Emma continued, we decided we were going to celebrate you whether you wanted it or not. Big party, all your friends, show you how many people actually care about you. And the lying part? I asked, looking at Michael. He sat down on one of the kitchen stools. That was my idea. And clearly, it was a terrible one. Why would you think that was a good idea? Because I'm an idiot? He gave me a weak smile. Honestly, Mom, I read that surprise parties are more surprising when the person thinks something bad is happening. Like you think someone forgot your birthday, but actually they're planning a party. The contrast makes the reveal more emotional. It was emotional, all right. I didn't think about how it would actually make you feel for 2 weeks. I just thought about the moment you'd walk in and see me here. I thought you'd be so shocked and happy. I was shocked, but not happy. Michael, I spent 2 weeks thinking my son didn't care about me. I questioned our entire relationship. I wondered if I'd failed as a mother somehow, if I'd asked for too much, if you resented me. His eyes went wide. What? Mom, no. That's where my brain went. Because what kind of son chooses work over his mother's 60th birthday? Either a son who doesn't care or a son whose mother screwed him up somehow. The kitchen went silent. Sarah broke it. Mom, we never wanted you to feel that way. I know you didn't, but I did. Michael got up and walked over to me. Mom, I'm sorry. I'm really, genuinely sorry. I thought I was being clever, and instead I hurt you. That was never the plan. I looked at my son, my baby who wasn't a baby anymore. 35 years old, successful, thoughtful enough to plan a surprise party 3 months in advance. Also dumb enough to think lying about missing my birthday was a good idea. I appreciate the apology, I said. But you're still mad. I'm still hurt. There's a difference. Emma wiped her eyes. What can we do to make it better? I thought about it. Honestly, I need you all to understand something. I don't need big gestures. I never have. What I need is to feel like I matter to you, like I'm a priority. Not the only priority, but a priority. You are, Sarah said immediately. Then treat me like it. Don't play games with my emotions. Don't make me question whether you love me just to make some big reveal more dramatic. Just show up. Be honest. Be present. Michael nodded. That's fair. That's more than fair. And maybe, I added, ask me what I actually want instead of assuming. What did you actually want? Emma asked. Dinner with my 3 kids, at home, homemade food, not restaurant food, sitting around the table like we used to, talking, laughing, being together. That's it? Michael looked surprised. That's it.
That's everything. We ended up going back to my house at 10:30 p.m. The four of us raided my fridge and pantry, threw together a completely random meal of spaghetti, garlic bread, and the leftover birthday cake someone had packed up for me. We sat at the kitchen table until 2 a.m. We talked about everything: work, relationships, memories from when they were kids. That time Michael tried to cook dinner for the family and nearly burned the house down. When Sarah got her period for the first time and I was at work, so 12-year-old Michael had to help her figure it out. Emma's disastrous high school boyfriend, who none of us liked, but we all pretended was fine. We laughed until we cried. We cried and then laughed some more. Around 1 a.m., Michael said, "This is nice." "Yeah?" I asked. "Yeah, better than the party, honestly." "The party was beautiful," I said, and I meant it. "You three put so much work into it, and it was lovely. But this is what I wanted." Sarah reached across the table and squeezed my hand. "Next time, we'll just ask." "Please do." Emma yawned. "So, for your 70th, what are we thinking?" "Let's get through my 61st first," I laughed. But Michael was already pulling out his phone. "I'm putting a reminder in my calendar right now. Mom's 61st birthday. Ask her what she actually wants. Do not lie about being able to attend. Do not create emotional trauma for surprise effect." We all cracked up. "That's a very specific reminder," I said. Well, I need very specific reminders, apparently. Here's what I learned from my 60th birthday disaster turned redemption. Good intentions don't cancel out hurt feelings. My kids meant well. They planned for 3 months. They coordinated dozens of people. They spent money and time and energy, and I'm grateful for that. But it doesn't change the fact that I spent 2 weeks feeling rejected and unimportant. Communication matters more than surprises. If they had just asked me what I wanted, none of the hurt would have happened. We'd have skipped straight to the good part: being together. Grand gestures aren't always better than simple presents. 70 people at a party is impressive. 3 kids at a kitchen table at 2 a.m.? That's everything. And sometimes the best gift you can give someone is honoring what they actually need, not what you think will be impressive. My kids get it now. We've talked about it multiple times since that night. Michael has apologized probably 15 more times. I keep telling him we're good, but I think he still feels bad about it. And you know what? That's okay. Maybe feeling bad about it means he learned something. Not to hurt me again, obviously, but to think about how his actions affect other people, to consider feelings alongside intentions. My 60th birthday wasn't what I expected. It was worse and better and messier and more meaningful than any plan could have been. I got my party. I got my kitchen table dinner. I got hurt and I got healing. Most importantly, I got to teach my kids something I probably should have taught them years ago. It's okay to ask me what I need. It's okay to prioritize my feelings. It's okay to do the simple thing if that's what matters most. And they learned that surprise parties are only good surprises if nobody gets emotionally destroyed in the process. So if you're planning a surprise for someone you love, maybe consider this. Ask yourself if the surprise is for them or for you. If it's for them, make sure it's actually what they'd want. And maybe, just maybe, skip the part where you convince them you don't care about them. Trust me on that one.